Good evening, I am Mark Seal with your Lime Sports World. 311 made by the High Performance Center proved to be a bit too much for the Barbados trial squad when those two teams clashed at the Desmond Haynes Oval in Blackrock today for a 50-over-a-side practice match. The New Zealand-bound Lendl Simmons led the charge with 71, while Raymond Reefer got 68 and Kyle Hope 56, as the HPC made that 311 off 49.2 overs. Now, despite some solid knocks from Kyle Corbin, who top scored with 64, and Jonathan Carter's even 50, the Barbados team still lost by 61 runs. CBC's Sean Green was there for part of Barbados' reply.
Chasing 311 was never going to be easy, and after losing Omar Phillips cheaply, Kyle Corbin lashed out, pulling Jason Holder through the mid-wicket region. It's the battle of the Kyles, Mears to Corbin, and that one goes sailing over a deep backward square. Corbin gets some room outside the off stump and flashes over the top, down to third man. That's another 4. Then off the very next ball from Holder, Corbin was punching off the back foot, sweet shot through point. No respect for the West Indies pacer. The caning continued, this time from the other end. That's Rashidi Boucher through point off Mears, all along the ground. Sir Everton Weeks would have been proud of that shot. It was just after lunch and Boucher continued to enjoy some dessert. Just look at this pull off Holder. That's pure timing indeed. West Indies one-day skipper Dwayne Bravo came on and was roughly greeted and treated by Corbin. A flick for 6. That was followed up by this drive through the covers off Holder. The fielders hardly moved. This is not the Blackrock Polyclinic, it's a batting clinic being conducted by Corbin and Boucher. That's the latter lifting Bravo for 4 through mid-on. Then another one of those not-a-man move shots. Square driving Bravo to the point boundary. That's Boucher on the go. And Nikita Miller was brought on, but it didn't matter who was bowling. Corbin just kept going. But it would be Miller to take him away. LBW swinging across for 34. That's 77 for 2. Carlos Brathwaite to Corbin, and it was business as usual for him. This one pierces the onside field, only to be stopped by the ropes. Jonathan Carter joined in, dispatching Miller through wide-ish long on for his first 6. Then Corbin brought up his 50 in quiet fashion, pushing down the ground to reach the milestone. Then a pick-up off the legs to celebrate into the trees. Carter latched onto a Miller short ball. That's a flat 6 through mid-wicket. Carter went on to score an even 50, while Corbin got 64, as the Barbados 11 were restricted to 250 in 43.3 overs. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
And in more cricket news, a battling maiden test century from England's Ben Stokes wasn't enough to stop Australia from reclaiming the urn with victory in Perth, and that was in the 3rd Ashes Test today. Resuming on the final day on 251 for 5, Stokes led England with 120 before the tourists finally succumbed by 150 runs at the Wacker. Scores: Australia 385 and 369 for 6 declared, England 251 and 353. Australia taking an unassailable 3-0 lead. Shaquille Levine stole the show at the Michael Riley Bodybuilding and Fitness Classic, which was held at Harrison College recently. Levine won 2 of the 5 categories, and the 18-year-old also collected prizes for Best Back, Best Legs, and Best Arms. Sean Green reports on that and other results from the Classic.
Let's start with the schoolgirls bikini section. 9 competitors here, but it really came down to these 2. Micaiah Thornhill, she was stunning all night. Second only to Sharon Blenman. Very streamlined and looked the part. A bit shy, but indeed a winner. A cool and collected Orlando Blenman was the lone participant. This is in the Masters section. This is the juniors. 3 young guns on display, but keep your eyes on the middle. That's Shaquille Levine. He took this category with ease. Check out that excellent conditioning. Lucky Camille was at the top of his game in the men's physique. His build and performance, good enough for 2nd place. Behind this man, Ryan Haynes. Look at those deltoids and abs. He took first prize. Levine, who earlier took the juniors, came back to take the men's open prize. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Now we continue our features of CBC colleagues who represented the Broken Trident in various sporting activities over the years. Tonight's focus should be familiar to many of you. Not only is he a national darts player, but he's also a Calypsonian, blackmailer. And to us here in the Pine, he's a video editor too. CBC's Melissa Farley has his story.
To be called to represent your country, there's nothing like it. It was a proud moment for me.
A former national darts player, proud to represent his country.
It's hard to explain how one feels because it is not normal. It is really, really special to be called to duty for your country.
Winston Morris, known to most as blackmailer, a former Calypsonian of fish cakes and bakes fame, an employee of CBC for the past 25 years.
For the most part, I was editing. Before that, I assembled commercials in this same room that has transformed over the years into a more modern, non-linear edit suite, as you would see. And in those years, a lot of things has happened. I played a lot of sports to CBC. You probably never see me playing cricket, but I played cricket for CBC. And I played darts to CBC. Darts is not a strenuous game, so I can go and play again. And I repeat the same feat again if I practice hard enough. I played with Livy Highland and my colleagues Marvin Barton and Bernard Payne and Ralph Stewart, Gary Durant.
It was in the CBC canteen where Winston and his colleagues first played for fun before he moved on to the national stage.
We joined the Darts Association and we started in second division. We played in Dells Road at that time. I think it was that same year I went to trials and I was invited to join the Barbados national team. They had to beat a lot of people to get on the team. And it was an experience. We played an overseas team, I can't remember, I think it was Guyana in Dells Road, and I did not expect to play anyone. So they were playing, I think, I can't remember, 1001 or something, so I was outside. And somebody said and told me, Maureen Shepherd called you. And when I gone upstairs, I was playing one of the single games, which was special to me, because we had some seasoned dart players like Harcourt and Livy Highland and Gregory Catlin. At that time, we had a lot of people playing really good darts. So to be asked to play, to join the team and then to play, it was special. I played darts for several years after that. Every now and then I still go and play on a pretty high level with the guys.
Winston Morris, another proud national player and employee of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation.